unstructured data, such as we have the images, videos, documents, and backups. These all are there in a unstructured format. Okay, so it will be stored the data into the inside of the containers. So we have the some containers. So any of the data we are going to store in that actually. So I'll show you how to create the blob storage. Okay, so we need to open and you need to register the Azure portal. So this is the Azure portal login. So open the first link here. Okay, so in this you need to register the Azure account. Okay, so already I have registered and I'll show you here. So this is the storage accounts. So click on storage account. Okay, so click on storage account. Next, so click on create. Okay, so here you need to create any new resource group, already existing group also we need to take, or else we need to create the new account. So I'm creating here, I'm not taking any existing one, I'm creating the new Azure account. So I'm taking blob storage. So only here it will accepted the lower cases only, upper cases will not accepted here. Okay, uh, storage, blob storage, um, blob storage 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so I'm creating, so it is newly it is created, and storage account name blob storage 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so here I'm taking, so here also it will not accepted any, um, it is already taken. 16528. Okay, so click on next. So here we need not to change anything. So already we have the 3-axis tires. So here we have the 3-axis tires. So we have the here we have only for 4-axis tires, that is hot, cold, and cool achieve tire. So in hot tire it is used for frequently as is the data. So in here higher storage and cost, but it is lower access to cost. So active applications data frequently used files in hot tire. Okay, so in cold tire it is used for infrequently accessed data. So lower storage will be there, but cost than hot, but it is higher access cost, but data should stay the at least 30 days in cold tire. But in cold tire it is used rarely access data, but it is cheaper, but it is stored than the coal. It will be data will be there at least 90 days. Here at least 30 days will be there, the data. Here the 90 days will be there, the data. Okay, so next, click on next. So we are not changing anything, default one I'm keeping as it is here. So data protection on all the things I'm not changing anything, so security purpose also. Okay, so next, click on next. So encrypted also I'm not storing, so blob files only we are taking here. Okay, so click on next, and here uh, review and create. Click on review and create. So the same thing I'm keeping one. So subscription Azure, so all the things will be disable status. So we have taken the hot tile. So this account is there in free subscription. Okay, so don't pay anything. So this is the free subscription. Okay, so click on create. So initializing and deployment is going on here. So resource name and type and status and operations is created. So resource type, what we have, resource, we have created one new resource, right? So that is blob storage something name we are taking. So deployment is in progress. So here it is deployment is completed, your deployment is completed, it is shows this some content here. Okay, so deployment is created successfully. So here uh, go to resource. So it is created successfully. So we need to store the some blob storages in container. So search here, it is container. So take the container, so add container, so keep the name container blob. So here also yeah, blob container. So here also you can take lower characters only, don't take any upper characters. Okay, so container blob container. Okay, so click on create. It is created successfully. Okay,
Ma'am, why we create a container here?
so we are storing the, I'll show you here. I'll tell you. So we are creating the container. What is blob storage actually? It is stores the unstructured file, right? So what is unstructured files comes under it is videos, audios, some videos, images, JSON files, CSV files. These all are there in unstructured files. So here I need to upload in this container. So that purpose only we are creating container here. Okay.
Okay.
So let me add, sir. So, see, it
Yes.
is just like in your local laptop, right? You create different folders. You
Yes, it's
categorize
like
it.
my folder wise now.
Yeah, so it's a folder. So
Okay.
suppose your college has this account, right, in cloud, and you
Yes.
have to
Yes.
store department-related data and categorize it, right? So you'll
Okay.
create
Okay.
separate containers for each department. So it's like a folder structure you have to create to store your
Yes.
data.
Yes.
It's as
Yes.
simple as
Yes. 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 Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jayesh, you can continue.
Oh, so okay. So click on upload. So here see, I'm taking one file here. Okay. So I'm taking one CSV file. So click on open. Just a second. JSON file. Already exist. I'm clicking on upload. So in the inside of the container the file is uploaded here. Okay, see this, the file is uploaded. So I need to, so click on here ellipsis. You can properties and all the details will be shown the regarding this file. So you can rename it, you can rename it here. So I need to view and edit. So here see, in the file, so in the file, in the CSV file all the things will be shown like this. So you can, any options you can select. Already it is CSV file, so defaultly it is selected. So you can upload any of the files. Suppose I'm going to take one HTML code, I'll show you. So suppose I'll upload one HTML file. So the same thing you can click on and you can browse it. I have taken I'm going to take in one HTML code. The same thing will be upload here. I think the format of .html file. Yeah, you can upload it, the same HTML file. You can, same thing, you can review it if it is any, so you can review it. The HTML file will be like this, so defaultly it will shown like this. You can preview it, so what it is there inside of that HTML file. If you need, you can download it, so it will be helpful like that. So same thing, you can upload the JSON format, Python files, images, and anything you can upload it in the blob storages. Okay, so so generally, another thing I'll show you. So what is so next, we all the process we have completed using this. So next what is next, the table storage. So what is the table storage? Actually, the table storage is no no SQL services in the Azure that stores the structured unstructured data. So let me ask you one question. So what is relational and non-relational? So what is the relational data and non-relational data? Can anyone? What is the relational data and non-relational data? Can anyone? Am I audible, right? Tell me, can anyone, what is the relational data and non-relational data?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Relational data means we can store in tables, and non-relational data means like key value pairs.
Yes, in the table storage, we have the key pair values using schema-less design, and ideally for scalable and cost. So already, I'll show you how to create the table storage. So already we have created one blob storages. Okay, so click on home, and it here, see, it is shows the what the type of we have created. It is storage account or else any services. It will be shown the that type. You are going to create any resource group and all the things, it will be shown, and time modify also it will be shown. So recently we have created blob storage, right? So click on the blob storage. So in this blob storage, so click on storage browser. So here the storage browser, you can select the table option. So we are creating the table storage now. So click on table storage, table. So add the table. So you can add the table name. So I'm adding the table storage relevant. Okay, so click on OK. So table storage is created here, right? So to I need to open this table. Inside of this table, I need to add entities. Okay, what is entity? So entity is accepted the relational data as well non-relational data. So relational data means the data is stored in the tables with the rows and columns, where the table can be connected using relationships. Okay, so non-relational data means it means the not stored in fixed tables with the relationships. Actually, it is the JSON documents, key pair values, images, videos, logs, something. So that is called it as relational data, non-relational data. Okay, so here, so we have the keys here. So what is the partition key? So the partition key, it is used to divide the data into smaller parts. So it is the have the faster storage as well retrieval also. Okay, so here the row key. So in the row key, it is the unique identifier. It is used to identify in a single row data within the partition. Okay. So here the timestamp. So the timestamp means it is while you are going to creating any partition key and row key, it will be shown. Actually it is shows the date and time values that when it is created, last updated, and it will be show the in the timestamp. So that is called it as partition key, row key, and timestamp. Okay, so I need to add the entity now. So here I am adding entity. Here, so the value I am taking in the partition key, so something USA. Next entity, so entity it is taking the 001. So guys, do you know what is the boolean values? Anyone? Boolean values. So
True or
boolean
false?
yes,
True or
exactly,
false?
exactly. The boolean values means true or false. Actually, it is there in a TLD. So here I am taking the 001. So boolean values I am taking here. So here I am adding another property. So here I am taking the name. Okay. Next, the value I'm taking something, the place I'm taking, so it is should be, it is there in a string format. These all are data types. Okay, so string format, boolean, data and time, double, guide, it is all the things it is there in a data types. So how many types of data types we have already, we have learned in SQL, right? Can tell anyone what is the type of string? What is string?
Group of characters.
Uh-huh. What is boolean?
True or false?
Okay. And here, what is binary? What is binary?
0 and 1.
Yes.
By 0 and 1.
Yeah, yeah. So, next. Here I'm adding value. Okay. Here, new. Okay. So, I'm inserting this values. So like this it will be created. So inside of the table, another entity I have created. So click on table. Now we will see this entities. So inside of the table, so this URL is created. So here the same thing, access the policy and AIM, so you can delete and generate. So I'm not doing this anything. Why? Because this is in a free subscription. Okay, so don't do anything. So just practice purpose you can do as a practice. Okay. So inside we have added some table structure. So here you can observe. So inside of the table we have created another table. Okay, another table we have added uh, some values here. Okay, so row key and timestamp. So when it is created with the seconds it will show. So Jayashri, we have added another column. In the another column I have added some value here. So this is the way we have created the table storage. Okay, so next thing I need to create the queue. So what is queue? So actually the queue means it is one of the data structure storage, like a fifth Guys, you know what is the LIFO and FIFO? LIFO means last in, first out. So FIFO means first in, first out. So in the queue, it will passing the messages and authenticate calls. So we are not passing any authenticated calls, just we are passing the messages only. So we are storing the messages and we are passing the messages here. Okay. So uh, next, I'll show you how to create the queue. So inside of the blob storage only, I'm going to creating the queue. So same thing here, click on the blob storage. The same thing, you can take storage browser. So here you can take the storage browser. So here the storage browser, you can select the queue. Okay, we can select the queue here. So in the queue, now we need to add the queue. So here we are passing just messages, so using a time limit, add a queue. So queue name I'm taking Azure queue storage. Okay, so click on OK. Yeah, so the queue is created. So here it is showing the something URL. So it is also the same thing, so we are not adding anything here. Okay, so access control, we are not adding anything. So inside, click on this queue what you have created. Inside of this queue, we need to add the messages. So here we can add the add message. So click on add something, you can write any message, hi, something, you can take any. So here what we have, so it will be expired in 7 days, so you can take any days here something. So you can add something, minutes, hours, something. So it will the message never expires, so something you can add. So I'm taking only some the rough thing I'm taking, so click on OK. So the ID is created, insertion time is created, expired time is created. So this is the way we need to pass the messages, so inside of the queue. Okay, so how many types of storages we have? Actually, we have the 5 types of storages. Okay, so what the storages we have? One is blob storage, file storage, queue storage, and table storage, right? So but blob storage and so we are not using in free subscription file storage and disk storage, because it this will be not work in the free subscription. Okay, so I'll show you. These are all the process we have completed. So see here, this is the file storage. In this file storage, we are going to store the shared files and shared files, shared access, security access, and all the things. But it is managed the fully managed files. Actually, fully managed service means in Azure Azure will be handles the all the infrastructures and operating systems, maintenance and updates, and all the things it will be managing, and it is uh, storing the configurations and permissions. In shared access, it will be SMB protocols for accessibility within on-premises applications. And on-premises means the system managed inside of the company location, not in cloud. So security access we have, and next backups and file system limitations we have in the storage files. Next, coming to the disk storage. In generally in the disk storage, we are going to managing the physical. So um, in the example, I'll tell you one thing. It is it is one type of, it is permanently save the data and operating the systems applications files. So we have the OS disk and data disk. OS disk means it will be stores operating system files, and data data disk means it will stores applications and users data. So temporary disk also we have here. So temporary storage for short term data, like that. So this is the way we need to control the this 5 storages. So are we clear how to create the storage, and what the storages we have going to creating in free subscription, what the storages we are not creating in uh, free subscription? So generally we have the 5 storages. Okay, only 2 storages we are not creating in free subscriptions. We have this storages in pay as you go as well. Okay. So first I'll tell you one thing. Here we have the some services. So this is virtual machine. From here itself we are going to create the disk storage, and we have the file storage also, but we are not creating any file storage. We can see go to think it will not visible. File shade, it will show the activity name. Oh, it will not show as well here also. So here it is clear, right, everyone? Here any doubts? Yeah, tell me. Can I? Yeah. So, what is the queue storage? Can tell me anyone what is queue storage?
First in, first out.
Yeah, first in, first out. What the purpose we are going to create the queue storage? What is the purpose we are going to?
When
Mm.
when customer have to buy something, first order get first delivery.
Uh, so, what is the partition key?
Sorry.
What is the partition key?
What?
Specific attribute in a database.
So we have created in the table storage, right? In the table storages we have seen some two keys. One is partition key and next one is row key. So in the partition key it is a field to use, so divide the data into smaller parts, but it is for we have the faster storage and retrieval in the partition key. So tell me what is row key? Can anyone, what is a row key? So in the row key we are going to give the unique identifier. Okay, so it is in a single row data within a partition key. So we are going to give in a row key only the unique identifier. So that is called it as row key. Okay, so what is timestamp? What is timestamp? Anyone?
Used for storing date and time.
Yeah, when it is created and the last updated date and all the things will be shown in timestamp. So the timestamp is a date and time values that shows when the date was created or last updated, that is called it as timestamp. So how many types of access tiers we have? How many types of access tiers we have? I show you, right? So see here, so we have the four types of access tiers. So one is hot, cold, cold and archive. In hot tier, frequent access. So cold tier only less access, cold tier rare access, and archive long term storage. So in hot tier just uh, in hot tier it will be used the frequently accessed data, but it is have the higher storage cost. Okay, so but it is lower access cost. Here in the cold tier it is used for infrequently accessed data, lower storage will be there, but in it is cost than hot, but it is higher access cost. Okay, so in the cold tier, so it is used for only rarely data, but it is cheaper storage than cold. Okay, so it is their data 90 days, at least 90 days. here only for 30 days. Okay, so in Achieve, so lowest storage cost is there, used for long term backups and Achieve, all the things will be there. Here the data retrieval takes hours. It should be stay approximately 180 days. Okay, so that is call it as hot, cold and Archive. Okay, so we have the 4 axis tigers. So when we are creating the one storage and one resource, it is seen, right? So this is the differences for this 4 axis tigers. So are we clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good. So tell me, what is medallion architecture? So how many types of layers we have?
3 layers:
Yeah,
bronze, silver, and gold.
yeah. What is the purpose we are going to use bronze layer?
To store raw data.
Okay. So raw data means what? What is raw data? So what is the differences between structured and unstructured?
Unstructured data is called as raw data, and unstructured data means images, CSV files, videos.
Okay. Okay. So what is the silver layer? What is silver layer, Sneha?
Uh, it is filtered and clear data,
Okay.
and it is in augmented data format.
Okay. So what is the gold data? So gold layer.
It is business level data.
Okay. So it is used for dashboards, reportings, and all. Okay. So that is called it as gold data. Okay. This is also clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I'll show you how to create the medallion architecture high levelly. So all are created Microsoft Fabric account, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay. So, mm, so how to create the workspace also we know, right? So I'm using one college workspace here. Okay. So here click on new item. So apart from that, I will create one folder. Okay. Medallion architecture. So here inside of this folder I'm going to create some architecture here. Okay, so click on new item. So select one lake house. Okay, so that is bronze lake house. Okay, bronze lake house. So here the bronze lake house is created, right? So next I need to create the silver lake house. So in the bronze lake house, the architectures, we have the raw data stored without any changes. Okay, without any changes, we are stored as it is data like that only. So I'm going to creating the now silver layer. Okay, so in the bronze layer I need to add one thing. So original source data, enable the backup and recovery data. It supports the future data processing. Okay, that is called it as bronze layer. So I am going to creating now click on new item, and another thing, click on lake house. So here I am adding the silver lake house. Okay, silver lake house. So what is the silver lake house? We have the cleaned data as well, what we have transformed the data. Okay, so that is called it as silver layer. Okay, silver lake house I am taking here name, silver lake. So we don't have so follow the upper letter, lower letter, anything. So we can follow anything here. Okay, we can follow. So click on create. So silver layer also created. This is the schema tables your DB4. So in the silver layer, the data is clean, transformed and organized from bronze data. Okay, so here cleaned data, we have filter data, validated data and transformed the data. So this why we are going to use the silver layer means remove the duplicates records, handle missing values, standardized data formats and improve the data quality. So that's why we are going to use the silver layer. Okay, so what is the purpose we are going to use the gold layer? I'll tell you. Go to same thing, next click on new item, same thing, you can take the lake house artifact. So you can add gold layer, gold lake house, right? Gold lake house. So 3 layers is created, silver layer, gold layer. So gold layer is used for it is business ready and highly processed data is stored. Actually here we have the aggregated data, business reports data, analytics ready data, final transformed the data. So it is supports the, it is used for supports dashboards and reporting. It helps in business decision making and provides the summarized data for users. Like that it will be use the gold data. Okay, so next I need to take in medallion architecture I need to create one notebook. And how to create the notebook? Same thing, click on new item and take one new, and here we need to add we need to add anything. So one MA notebook I'm going to create in here. Click on created. So we need to attach the one lake. So already we have created 3 lake houses, right? So you can attach this 3 lake houses. So you can upload a file. So first we need to do we need to add the CSV file in bronze, so that is raw data. Okay, so we can click on the new file. So upload, click on upload and upload files. Okay, so you can add, we can add one data, one products.csv file, something I'm adding here. So if it is there, you can override it, otherwise you can upload it. Okay, so it will be shown like this. So the same thing, the file will be the file is reading. So here in this file we have, so I need to add the I need to create the table. So inside dbo, so already I have created. I'll show you how I created. Okay, so see here in the bronze layer I have created using the PySpark code. So here in the bronze layer I have created the table bronze customers data. So here I'm importing pandas as PD. So this library, it will be used for pandas, used for reading Excel. So we are taking some Excel, right, from browse it, and it will be added. So I need to add the one path. How it will be means, you can click on these 3 dots and no, so you can take the file, so that file we need to read. So you can copy this ABS path, so same path you can add here. Okay, so that is using for read Excel using pandas. So like that, this all the I'm going to converting data frame into Spark data frames, pandas data frame into the Spark data frames. So I need to print the same thing. So as it is what the data we have in the Excel, the same thing it is printed here. Okay, so 20 rows. So here I'm going to cleaning the data. So using this PySpark code, I'm going to cleaning the data from bronze layer. Okay, from bronze layer I'm going to cleaning the data. So here duplications, what we have, the nulls and all the things I'm clearing out, I'm cleaning the data. So this is the clear cut cleaning the data. So raw data, the things we don't have anything, you can observe here. So all the 24 records I have taken, but here the 50 records. After cleaning the data, we have the 20 to 24 records. So after that, business ready data I'm taking for building the dashboard, what I need. So same like that I'm taking the for dashboard buildings. So that is called it as gold layer. Okay, so the same thing we have created. So this is called it as Medallion architecture. Okay, so here we have any doubts, you can ask.
I think you have made good progress. So I have a question for you guys. Just now I saw in the bronze there are 50 records. In silver there are 24. So guys, will it work in real time? Or what you'll do if you're a decision maker in this case, what what action you'll take?